Hello YouTube, how you doing? My sinuses are fully bugged up. Apparently I need a Meti pot. A Meti pot? A Netty pot. I don't know why Netty would become Metty with a bunged up nose, but apparently it did, in my mind, and there alone. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on with the fortress. We've got ourselves a wood stockpile, we've got ourselves a carpenter, we've got ourselves a mason, we've got a little dormitory, we've got a dining room, we've got a farm, and we have a kitchen area with still. Food stockpile. Food stockpile will be very handy. Let's dig one out, shall we? Let's do it over here next to where we've put the food. Donk, and then do a shift room. Every time I say I'm not going to keep doing shift rooms, and then I keep on doing them. Why? Oh, because I'm a fool. Some kind of fool. Yeah, nose flutting does have a kind of a thing about it. It's having things up my nose. Oh, makes my eyes water just thinking about it. I mean, I have tried it before, and I must admit, there was some relief, briefly, but only on the very worst of hay fever days, when the sinuses, the inside are just swollen up and you've got like pinpricks to breathe through. Oh, it's the worst. I think my kids have both got the hay fever troubles as well, and it's really horrible to hear them wake up in the night. My son like, oh, I can't breathe. Your heart goes out. There's not much you can do, really. Maybe I could try and force a length of hose pipe up his nose and try and open up the sinuses, but I think he'd like that less than the bunged up nose. I don't think anyone would like that. Although occasionally I've been sitting there thinking, maybe if I just go out and buy some of that fish tank pump tubing, I could just ram it up there, open up the hole and keep breathing. Like literally just put a tube straight up my nose into my lung. That feels like a kind of thing I'd want to do. But I think that's in the same class of self-treatment as I've got a headache, maybe I should drill a hole in my forehead to let the pressure out. On a superficial level, it seems like a good idea, because you're like, oh, head full of pressure, want to let that pressure out. But on any kind of enlightened medical level, it's insanity. Pure nuttiness. Although it does kind of lead us nicely in full circle to that last stream where I was talking about the film Scanners, doesn't it? Because that had a trepanning theme in it, didn't it? Sorry, where was I? Building a food stockpile. That's what I was doing. That's not true, is it, scoundrel? What you were doing is getting distracted and paying very little attention to the game, and almost guaranteeing the fact that this fortress is going to go down in flames. Entirely counter to what you wanted to happen. Entirely counter. Guacamole with wasabi? Ooh, actually, a bit of wasabi would probably clear it out, wouldn't it? Although it would turn what would be a blockage into a kind of a flow. So do we want that? We made horseradish sauce in my house once, and fuck me, that does your eyes in. It's like walking into a nerve gas factory. It's incredibly potent stuff. The Wim Hof method, yeah, I'll give that a go. Well, it doesn't always work. Actually, that seems to have cleared my nose a bit, actually. Oh my god, the Wim Hof method is magic. It works for everything. It's cured my hay fever. Let's try again. Sucking that air in. Oxygenate the blood. I just need some cold water to dunk myself in and I'm all done. It's all good. Actually, that has made my nose a little bit more open. Although it's also made me slightly faint and dizzy. So, well done. I love horseradish sauce. After Christmas, when all the leftover beef and everything, I like to take what's left. You know, you wrap the beef up in foil or something in the fridge to keep it fresh. I like to take those little shredded bits of beef that are left over, tip them into the last of the horseradish pot, stir it up with a teaspoon, and then eat it. Oh, it's delicious. Oh, it's bloody lovely. Oh, I'm salivating just thinking about it. Love it. I love a bit of horseradish. Or as it's basically, if you know what wasabi is, horseradish is not green wasabi, just white wasabi. They're in the same family. Wasabi is... I just watched a stream where they discussed this earlier. This is very odd. But wasabi is a Japanese variant of horseradish with a green colour to it, which is got a slightly Slightly more zing to it, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, they're very similar flavour profiles. Listen to me, big old posho. Flavour profile. Right, here we go. We dug everything we want to dig out. I think so. Got our dining room, got our sleeping area, we've got our miniature industrial area, and we've got our food stores. Can anyone think of anything else that needs to be done? Anything else need to be done? That would be, I mean, I have to say, the whole trepanning thing, the idea of being able to get rid of a headache by piercing a hole through your skull, the sensation of getting rid of a headache that way that I'm imagining is almost ecstatic, which is the danger of it. Because it seems, you know, when you've got that sinus pressure, sometimes if you have sinus trouble, I get sinus trouble occasionally, what is happening is there's like just a void essentially in the face which is filling with fluid and building up pressure, and when it finally gives and everything comes out, it's grim, it's horrible, but the sensation is ecstasy. It's like the ending of a pain. Why am I talking about this madness? Cage the cat, chained the dog. No, I haven't, but we didn't bring any dogs. We did bring dogs, we didn't bring cats though. We got ropes. Build. What have we got? Chain. Have I got a chain? Must have ropes with me, right? Floor bars, vertical bars, kennels, statue, slab, restraint. There we go. V. Okay, we'll pop one there, and we'll also pop one there, and then we can attach the dogs to those. That'll be good. Hopefully they're within breeding distance there, and we'll get some lovely puppies. Lovely puppies. BV. I was just a little bit ahead of you there. Just a little bit ahead of you. But I'm glad to see we're all on the same wavelength here. Excuse me. Oof. I shouldn't have had that bottle of beer. I'm going to need to go for a pee again in a minute. How embarrassing. My micturial cycles are on display for all to see. Such shame. If only I could hold back the yellow river. What's this blue grass? It's a shrub. Whipvines. Walnut tree sapling. Cabbages. Cabbage leaves. We've got spinach. We've got wild cabbage and spinach growing outside. We barely need to farm anything. It looks like we're doing okay for plump helmets, so I'm quite excited about that. Normally I do these single width strips of farm plot, but this seems to be working just fine, so maybe I'll abandon that from now on. Oh, hello. Twitch chat just went white and stopped for a second. Why is that? Tari's got his first caravan. Congratulations. Oh, I say his or her. Has got their first caravan. Congratulations. Trade away. Get yourself a little bit of trade on. Ooh, I've got a right trade on me. Whoa. Right, let's assign an animal to this chain. I don't think it makes sense to put turkeys on there, so we will attach a war dog to that one. And then to this one, we attach the other war dog, which we have to go this way for. There we go. Good stuff. Now at least we can tell if we get any intruders, and hopefully they'll be at least nibbled, if not mauled, by the dogs. It's just a pair of underpants. It's an apricot wood crutch. But because the icon looks like a pair of pants, I think that should probably be spelt as a crotch, really, shouldn't it? Or am I crazy? Am I being a nutcase? Maybe. Maybe. Right, let's pause the game quickly. I'm going to zoom out and we're going to start looking about where we should make our fortress proper, rather than the initial little fun time fortress. Oh, dear me. I need to put my leg down. There we go. Whipvine beer is quite a dime worth. Oh, I didn't know that. Ah, lovely. I have to get that a little bit of a herbology, a little bit of a harvest, as it were. It's good to be a Russian and not care about this nonsense. Well, you know, it's up to you. What you want to do is what you want to do. I personally, no skin off my nose. If someone wants to be called something, whatever. That's fine. Just do it. I mean, you know, within reason, of course. If you want me to actually say you're an attack helicopter, then fuck off. That's not in the spirit of things. Right, where are we? I was going to look for a new base, wasn't I? What was I doing? Let's pause it again, zoom back out. Okay, so we want to be relatively close to the actual volcano opening, because that's the easy access to the lava that we crave for our magma furnaces. But if I zoom down... Okay, yeah, it's soil nearly all the way down. That's the problem. We've got so much soil. I mean, great for farming, but not so great for digging out. I'm thinking this area here looks fairly stony. Maybe we'll dig a level here. Actually, no. No, I'm thinking maybe... Alright, the plan I'm formulating in my mind is we have an inward going corridor here. We then delve deep and build our infrastructure, and we come back up to this level with the magma in order to make ourselves our magma industry. Does that seem sensible? Rather than having all the magma industry easily accessible by whoever comes from outside, maybe we make things better for ourselves by having it be accessed through a lower level of thought? Or maybe I'm crazy. Quite possibly. It should be wine. Oh, the whip strand stuff. Well, the line, I would say, drawn by whoever you're talking to at the time, to be fair, you know. Let it be clear, I don't think people should be punished for not following, you know, those kind of little rules. But, you know, being a dick about it isn't good either, you know. Yeah, just find a compromise. It's probably the best way to go, right? Well, from my perspective anyway. I don't want to aggravate anybody. But equally, I don't want to fucking ruin anyone's day. Okay, where's our new fort going? This is actually turning out to be harder than I thought to decide upon. Maybe if we go lower... Actually, yeah, digging in down here seems like we might have more stone to deal with. Although maybe it's going to make it difficult for trade caravans to access. This little area here is definitely very stony. But again, access. This is the lowest point on the map. Okay. We've got a tiny little corner here that's still visible. Maybe down there. That looks quite stone-based, doesn't it? Shall I zoom in? Let's zoom in, see what we've got. Stone. Andesite. It's fairly tough stuff. Maybe I dig in there. I don't know. I don't know. If you know how to depressure a Z level, it can go on every level. Oh. I don't, but if anyone's willing to... I'm not sure that's what happened, actually, but yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of videos that claim that, but they're all a bit hysterical. Let's zoom back up the mountainside and see what we've got going on. I mean, maybe we just... dig into the stone here. Maybe that's an option. Just have this as a separate area of fortress, but not completely detached. Although I do like to usually just go for a... no, let's designate. Here we go. Let's do that. Right, we'll dig up here, and then we'll make our proper fortress out here, and then this area here can just be abandoned. Yeah. That's how we're going to do it. That's the plan, at least. That's the plan. Alright. Let's get down. I'm hoping that this corridor will remain stone, and then we'll get deep enough in this area here. Oh, we're quite close to... We're quite close to soil here, aren't we? Shit. Citrines, that's good. I'm thinking, right, yeah, okay, here's the plan. I'm going to go up here. We're going to take a right. We're going to put a trading post in here. And then we're going to dig down. Oh, trading post and a barracks. And then we're going to dig down and start our fortress proper. And I think the first thing to do is put in some... a sleeping quarters level? No, we're going to make a better industry level. Because this bit here is Just nowhere near good enough. Nowhere near good enough. Excuse me. My nose is starting to close up again. What was it I did before? Oh, the Wim Hof method. That was it. You know, that kind of works to open up the nose. It's very weird. I mean, I'm sorry if this comes off as rude, but if you are from Russia and you find it weird that people can be told what to do and say, that seems a bit odd to me. But yeah, okay. Let's let this get dug out. Diggy. Come on, dwarves. Actually do what I'm asking you to. Don't go and hang out up there. What are they carrying? What are they doing? Oh, they're bringing in ginkgo seeds. Why? Is ginkgo actually a food? Hang on a minute, I'm going to hit Google again. Let's find out. I thought ginkgo was like a pink blossom tree. Ginkgo. Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba, commonly known as ginkgo or ginkgo, also known as the ginkgo tree or the maidenhair tree, is the only living species in the division Ginkgophyta, all others being extinct. It's found in fossils dating back 270 million years. That tells me nothing. Is it edible? Found native to China, the tree is widely cultivated and was cultivated in early human history. Okay, apparently it's good in traditional medicine. I had no idea. I thought it was just some ornamental shrub. But there you go. Fluids, check on the vertical/horizontal tile if it has pressure or not. If dig diagonally, it forgets this pressure. Oh, that's very handy. Okay, I see. So you make a sort of staggered tunnel and it all works out good. Never mind warm stone head on. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Right, so we dig out our trading post here. How does it... Is it this big? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's the trading post right there. And then do we put the back... What? Water buffalo cow is starving. Horse is starving. Okay, well this can be easily remedied. Let's head outside. Go up a floor where we've got our fruit gathering and also make ourselves a lovely pen/pasture. Here will do. Just below the gathering zone. Gather/pick fruit. There we go. Okay. Right, back to base. Have a look in here. Let that trading zone be dug out. Do we put the barracks here or here? I mean, really, it's an aesthetic choice rather than anything else. You know what? I'm going to put the barracks here on this side. Let's zoom in a bit again. Do some designating. I'm going to make this slightly lower priority just so they actually finish this first. Pop that there. And our barrack is going to be... I know, it's a shift room. But then also, back here, we'll have a training room. Although maybe I'll make this the training room and this the dormitory, I don't know. But let's let that get dug out. That's good. And then we can put our trading post in straight away. Maybe I should get the carpenter making spiked wooden balls. There's a lot of economic sense there. Spiked wooden ball. It's quite a way down this thing, but we'll get there. There we go, and put him on repeat for that. And then hopefully we'll get ourselves a nice, well-skilled carpenter. Where's our trade depot? Capital D. Ooh, I think I've made the room just the right size. Yay! Success. We'll make it out of basalt, because why not? And there we go. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard they had some kind of crazy, like, tons of servers got blocked off in Russia, and you basically couldn't get any of the cool shit on the internet for a little while. Man, that's the thing about that is it's worrying, because if you can do it anywhere, you can do it anywhere. So if it's done once, suddenly any other government around the world can look at it and go, oh yeah. I mean, obviously it's been done before, but never to me. That's what I worry about. Bad stuff happening to me. Although that is true. We should probably avoid politics. That's not an ideal discussion, except in the form of dwarven politics, which of course leads me to immediately think, noble screen, let's see what's going on. So we've got our expedition leader, who's not making any serious requirements or demands, but let's make our chief medical dwarf Lanicerus, because you're the doctor. We'll make our broker... Okay, the person I intended to be our leader is not our leader. Okay, fine. And our bookkeeper, that's you. And have we got anything else we want to do? Manager? Who's good at managing? There we go. Ingiz has got a lot of work on his hands, hasn't he? What requirements does he have? Meager office. Whoa! Wall of text. Another meager office for that. I suppose that's handy that we only need to give him one meager office and he's all good. Do we do that right now? I don't think so. We'll do that once we get a bit lower down. We'll go deeper. We'll dig deeper. There we go. Up downstairs, as I always do, for no real good reason. Or bad. No good or bad reason. And then let's slide down a few floors. How many? Let's call it 10. See what we find down there. Could be anything. Who knows? Who knows? It still spills on the Z floor, but can't get back up to even out on above levels. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to try this diagonal lava flow thing. That sounds interesting. Go. Whoops, sorry. Banging the pot shield there, making everything go all funny in the sounds department. Oh dear, sorry to keep sniffing this Bulbasaur, but it's really quite therapeutic. Soothing. Soothing. Makes the nose feel a hell of a lot better. Oh. Right, let's press escape. For some reason I paused that and stopped everything happening. That's annoying. We've lost a lot of progress there. Oh, you're going to sleep. You're off to beddy buys. You're off to Snoozy Town. You're putting your snoozy boots on, stamping onto the land of Nod. No. I was going for food. Fair enough. Why not? We can't do without it. And we must be brewing some stuff, right? Oh, we're saving. That means the game's going to pretend it's about to crash for me. Please no crash. Please no crash for me. Nah. You gonna crash? No? The screen hasn't even gone grey. That normally does. It normally whites over. Odd. Very odd. Supremely mystifying. Hello, Cleaner Dev. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. I was taken aback earlier. I messaged the mods on r/Dwarf Fortress saying, is it alright if I post a link to my stream, etc, etc. I'll delete it afterwards and all that. And turns out Clinadev was a mod there. and he'd already told me to go off and do that. But there you go. What kind of idiot am I? A bad one. A bad idiot. Or a good idiot, depending on your perspective. I mean, some people like idiots. They can be handy. It's nice to have one around every now and again. Make yourself look good. Okay, what have we got here? We've got a firelight wall. Well, I'm thinking this floor is going to be where we start our base off. And we're going to do some fun time, happy, joy industry. So, let's get ourselves a nice little corridor. And we're going to make it out this way, maybe? There we go. We can start building our industry off that corridor. Good. We're fully underground. No need to panic. No need to worry about anybody coming along. Try command save in DF hack if it's frozen. Helps you every time. Oh, okay. I'll give that a go, yeah. I'm positive karma. Am I? I don't really track that kind of thing on Reddit. I must admit, I'm much more of a reader in Reddit terms than I am a poster. I do a lot of Reddit browsing, but very little posting. That's the thing. They say a lot of don't self-promote on Reddit. That's a bad thing to do. But really, I have very little else to say. I mean, what else am I going to say? I mean, I don't want to get... Most of the conversations happening on Reddit, I do not want to get drawn into. I mean, fuck that. I mean, oh my god. It's a nightmare. I mean, I even feel trepidation commenting on a YouTube video. I mean, people. Ugh. God. Good lord. And they're everywhere. You can't get away from them. Mind you, it's so far so good with the streams and that, and even my YouTube channel's been fine as well. It's not had terrible times. Then again, I'm not courting it. There's a lot of channels out there that are courting drama and hoping for that kind of carry on, but God, I can't imagine anything worse. I'd really rather avoid any drama. If at all possible. In fact, almost to a pathological degree. Anyone who knows me in real life is well aware of my not only craven cowardice, but also absolutely pathological inability to get involved in an argument. Well, no, to get involved in an argument that doesn't then immediately devolve into a complete meltdown. That's the distinction to make. Okay, so now we've got our industrial zone being built. I'm going to make us a nice little set of... these are going to be our industry rooms. This is going to be our stone industry room. And then here we're going to make some lovely stone storerooms. And I'm just going to go too deep on this one. Nothing too crazy. There we go. Stone storerooms. Everyone watching here is like, what is with this scrub tier play? Why all these big square rooms? Well, oh, hello. The fisher dwarf Ficod said something and then a caravan arrived. And the wagons have bypassed my... What? Inaccessible site? Inaccessible site, my arse. Shift D. Oh. What? The whole map's inaccessible, is it? Wait a second. They haven't actually built the trade depot. That's why it's inaccessible. For God's sake, dwarves, come on. Architecture. I'm just going to enable architecture on all of my dwarves. What a wally. Should have done that from the outset. There we go. Commit all dwarves now. Architects, apparently. Hopefully they'll get that built just in a nick of time and the other guys will turn up. We'll see. Hello, Glassman Noah. Welcome back. I am going to complete Subnautica at some point, but not right now. It's Dwarf Fortress time. DF, baby. DF. Ficod's here, the liaison from the mountain home. He wants to discuss my situation. Fine. Information added to the civilization world info. I don't have any requests right now, do I? Do I want anything in particular? I don't think I do. We'll just keep it. Bring what you want and we'll be fine. Okay, skip. Skip. There we go. Good. Goody gumdrops. Goody bomb drops, as someone might call a poop. Okay. Didn't need that, but I did it anyway. Built. Lovely, and furthermore, jubbly. Is the caravan going to come visit us now, or have they completely bypassed us? Have we been entirely left behind? Not seeing any caravanage there. Equally, is there any up here? Nope. They must have fucked off. Ah, well, there's not much we can do about that, is there? There's not much we can do about that. Oh, hang on. No, they've arrived, and they are now trading. Of course they are. Brilliant. Fantastic. Right, I would like to put all of my spiked balls in, please. S-P-I-K-E-D. That'll do. Enter. And then we'll just take all of these. What are you doing, scoundrel? Shift Enter. There you go. Page down. Shift Enter. What? There we go. Good. Now, bring my balls for trading. And then once they're in, we should probably be able to afford pretty much anything they're carrying. Which would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's request the trader as well. There we go. Hopefully our balls will get loaded up soon enough and we'll be all set. I was like shifted. Well, yeah, you were there. You were. I imagine there's a lot of dick ripping done in the name of my channel. People watching going, "Oh man, why aren't you doing it properly?" But equally, I'm quite easygoing about backseat driving. If I haven't marked a stream as a blind run, then really I'm kind of not that fussed if people want to give advice and make suggestions. Whether I will actually enact them or not is entirely another thing. Oh, here come some migrants. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Is that the lot? That looks like it's the lot of them. Let's pause it and go over to Dwarf Therapist and see how many we've got now. Let me load that up. Don't let me forget to go off it again. Right, so we'll sort by migration wave. There we go. Oh, we've had 2 migration waves. When did that happen? Okay, we've got a peasant and a bone carver turned up some time ago, whenever that was. He's not just a bone carver though, is he? Look at him. He's a fucking legendary bone carver. Nice. Well, we'll put a crafts dwarf workshop down for you. He's also a woodcrafter as well. Okay. And then we've brought these 5 guys. A fish cleaner, a weaver, a presser, a glassmaker and a potter. None of these skills are practical. What makes you think we want you here? Never mind. Oh, actually, having said that, look, we've had 7 people turn up, only one of whom is of any use outside the fort. This seems to me like an ideal seed for the army. These 5, they can go straight into the military. Actually, do we want... Yeah, no, I'm going to make a 5-man military. Okay, that's... there's a goal. There's a goal. Let's go back over to Dwarf Fortress. And we should have already dug out the barracks. We have, but we need some more beds. How many more beds do I need? 7. Zoom in on the old carpentry workshop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. 7 beds. Hello, what's this? A stray water buffalo cow corpse. Oh, I didn't assign anything to my damn pasture, did I? I built the bloody field and then completely forgot to use it. Hang on. Up we go. Up, up, up. There we go. There it is. That's the one. Scroll over. Oh, I set it to gather. What I want to do is set it to pen and pasture. There we go. Cool. And what animals do we have that require grass dietarily? We've got a horse. And that's everything. Okay. Well, at least the horse has plenty of space. That's the main thing. Love those world gen mooded dwarves showing up max level. Oh, is that what's happened there? Is that so? That guy's hello, Mr. Mix. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. How you doing? I thought I'd bust out that thumbnail you made for me and start playing some more Dwarf Fortress again. And boy, how am I ever glad that we got that thumbnail. Let's wait for the trader to turn up. Why is the trader not going there? That sounded really insincere and negative, didn't it? I apologise. That wasn't how it was supposed to come out. Can I place beds in here yet? Maybe I'll make some doors. We've got to actually set our... Oh, actually, J, M, Q, D, O, O, R. Right, construct rock doors, and I would like to keep like 20 of those in stock if we could. And then also... Well, actually, no, we'll leave that for now. Leave that for now. We'll just put the beds in. Build bed. Put them along this wall. 1, 2... Oh, I've only got 2 beds. Okay, fair enough. Got to wait for 3 more. And then we can start thinking militarily. Oh, yes. 2... Come on, Carpenter. You can do better than this. Stop churning my balls and start churning some beds. Actually, maybe I should just cancel the ball order. Let's do that. There we go. Wooden ball. No thanks. You've already made me enough of those. Just knock out some beds and I'll be happy. Well, happy's a strong word. I won't be as upset. Build bed. Still need more beds. Okay. Ah, traders in. Good. Let's see what they've got. Okay. So, we've got about 4 minutes until I normally finish the stream, but we'll, oh, sorry, Addy, I didn't mean to make it such a blue evening for you. I apologise. But there you go. Sometimes your balls are getting churned, and you just have to tell people to stop. You just have to tell people to stop. Right, what's a good thing to buy? I get like all the animals in cages, but this time I'm not going to bother. I might buy some milk-bearing animals if there's any knocking around. Let's look at what's in cages. A boar. No, don't really care about boars. What else do I normally get? Question. The World Gen artifacts are made by World Gen dwarves who then show up as migrants. When you get a legendary dwarf, it's worth looking for is the creator of X, or whatever the text is. Last I saw, the text was still a little broken, but still cool. Okay, well, if I remember... In fact, let's just take a quick diversion and have a little look at this bad boy's splurge. You'll keep looking at the trading menu, but I'm looking at Dwarf Therapist. Is the creator of... I don't see it as a mention in here. No. Can easily fall in love or develop positive feelings, does not easily hate, is a friendly individual, takes offered helps and gifts without feeling particularly grateful, yada yada yada. Dreams of mastering a skill. Mate, you're a legendary bone carver, how have you not mastered a skill? Okay, whatever. He's not... he doesn't have what he's made written on there at the moment, but we'll find it. We'll find out what he's done. Right, where was I? Do I want to buy all their bars? I mean, I've got a fairly high trade value for all this shit, haven't I? If I press Shift Enter, we've got 7 grand to play with. So maybe we do go for bars. Let's have a little look, see what they've got. B-A-R-S. That's a D. We don't want to buy bards. We want to buy bars. They've only got bismuth bronze bars. That's no use. Let's just scroll down a bit, see what we find. We've got stones, we've got blocks, glass, clay, ropes, water skins, and earthenware sezuk. What's an earthenware sezuk? Sounds like an instrument to me. Let's have a little peek-see what it does. This is an earthenware sezuk. The keyboard is made from giant coyote bone. The body is made from earthenware. The bellows is made from loon leather. The sezuk is a mid-sized, handheld ceramic musical instrument. The musician uses a leather bellows to send air over interior reeds. The desired pitch is selected using a bone keyboard. The instrument has a 4-octave range going from low to a high pitch. The instrument has a resonant timbre, so it sounds sort of... Probably shouldn't make those noises because I've got children sleeping upstairs. That's highly likely to wake them up. Let's try and calm down, scoundrel. Come on. Come on. Does one ever truly feel the master of a skill? Well, that's true. That's true, Mr. Mex. I suppose even if you're good at something, you generally feel like you could be better. I mean, no joking. You're pretty good at making like artwork on computers. I mean, the thumbnails you've turned out for me are fucking fantastic. But I bet you look at them and go, oh, because you make something, you can only see the mistakes. You don't actually see the good bits that everyone else sees. I mean, I find this is actually quite analogous to running games of Dungeons and Dragons or whatever, tabletop role-playing games. As a DM, often what you're offering is a very thin tissue of surface level stuff, and you're kind of relying on the imaginations of your players to kind of fill in the backgrounds, which is in one sense really cool because it allows you to create a lot bigger, you know, vistas and ideas than you could with the words that you actually have to hand. But it's also a bit difficult because sometimes you'll have people imagining the same scenario very differently, which is a right pain in the arse. And then you start moving towards having boards and figures, and then you're playing a war game, and meh. Oh, and hello, random guy. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Exactly, I thought that would be the case. You're quite right. Nobody ever feels like they're that good at anything. Let's find out what an earthenware tinoth is like, shall we? Let's have a little peek. This is an earthenware tinoth. It is decorated with giant hamster bone. The drum is made from earthenware. The head is made from opossum leather. I'm buying it. I don't care. It's made of fucking giant hamster bone. The tinoth is a small handheld percussion instrument. It consists of an hourglass ceramic drum with a leather head. The musician strikes the head. The instrument has a 1.5 octave range in a drum, going from a high to an extremely high pitch. Tuning is accomplished by adjusting the tension of the head. The instrument has a full, strained, fluid timbre. Well, it's a percussion instrument, so presumably it's kind of going from sort of like noise, but how do you make a high-pitched, percussive, fluid sound? No, breathing in through saliva really doesn't have the musical qualities that you would want from an instrument. We're just going to have to guess. We're just going to have to use our individual imaginations. I'm not going to be able to simulate the sound of this one. I am, however, buying it. It's only 200 whatevers. I want it. Let's see what a crystal glass cussad is like. This is a well-crafted crystal glass cussad. The drum is made from crystal glass. The head is made from grey langor leather. The cussad is a large stationary percussion instrument. It consists of an hourglass glass drum with a leather head. The musician strikes the head. The instrument produces a complex sound that cannot be said to be of a single pitch. The instrument has a fragile floating timbre. That didn't sound fragile. It sounded fragile, but not floaty. A floaty timbre. How are they getting all these sounds out of drums? That's what I want to know. I ain't buying that one. I don't care about cassads. Do we know what a kivish is? An arak. A stoneware arak. Oh, let's have a little look at that and see what that's all about. This is a well-crafted stoneware arak. The yoke is made from larch. The sound chest is made from stoneware. The strings are made from cave spider silk. The bow is made from earthenware. The arak is a large, hand-held, silk-stringed instrument with a wooden yoke and a ceramic body. The strings are suspended from the yoke down to the body, and the musician plays the 5 strings with a ceramic bow. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. The instrument has a 3-octave range, going from a very low to a middle pitch. The instrument has a sharp, smooth, evolving, sparse timbre. Sharp and smooth, and an evolving, sparse timbre. Okay, so 3 octaves going from very low to middle. So it's kind of No, I don't think I can actually encapsulate the sound that's being described there. But I gave it a go. We had a try. And, you know, that's the best we can do, really, isn't it? Ah, dear. Oh, excuse me. Sounds like a cello. Like a ceramic cello. Ah, that makes sense, doesn't it? You're quite right, yeah, ceramic cello. Or a stoneware cello, anyway. Anyway, enough of the musical instruments. Let's continue our little journey through their goods. We'll buy the beer. We'll buy the rum. Do you want syrup? Nah, let's buy some milk so we can make some cheese. Sheep's milk. I'm sure Ratneck will be in, wanting to be the old cheese lord. Bronze pick, bronze crossbow, training swords, steel pick. Expensive, but we could melt it down. Let's keep going. Alpaca wool shoes, bronze helm, steel left gauntlet, coyote leather bag. Let's do page down. Dimple cup spawn bag. I've never really grown dimple cups. I mean, I suppose we should buy all the seeds and spawn we can get, shouldn't we? Polar bear leather. Oh my. Let's buy their leather bins. Let's buy all their leather bins. Giant chipmunk leather. Some cloth as well. Let's buy their cloth bins. Why not? We can make it into clothes. I don't think we've got anyone who can make clothes yet, but I'm sure we will. A magnetite figurine of a guinea fowl. Oh. This is a magnetite figurine of a guinea fowl. The item is an image of a guinea fowl in magnetite. Well, it makes sense. Could have figured that one out myself, though. Probably didn't need to read that. A giant one-humped camel bone earring. Now, is it a bone earring formed from the bones of a giant one-humped camel? Or is it a giant earring made from one-humped camel bone? Let's find out. Does the description tell us? Nope. Tells us nothing other than the actual name. Steel anvils, prepared giant wolf spleen, yeti kidney. Gotta try those yeti kidneys, sounds tasty. Deer sweetbreads. Why not? Sailfin, Molly, Char, Black Bullhead, that's all fish. Oh, we're going to buy the plump helmets because you can never have enough plump helmets. There we go. Plump helmets galore. Garden cress, bitter vetch, garlic bulbs, quarry bushes. Don't really know what any of this... Well, I know what some of this stuff is. Obviously blackberries, that makes sense. Onions, we'll buy those. Usually do a lot with an onion. Tell you what I like. French onion soup. Oh, every time I go to France, I always seek out a bowl of that as soon as I can. Lovely stuff. I've tried making it before, but it's a pain in the arse. Very difficult. Well, from my perspective. I'm not a fantastic chef, but I try. What's this? 5,955 credits. It's an enormous steel corkscrew. Okay. Okay, I don't want that. Don't really want that. Should we buy some cheese? No, we bought milk. We can make cheese. Choose everything. A copy. Let's have a look at choose everything. What is this? This is a giant Kia parchment scroll. It is decorated with giant groundhog bone. The rollers are made from limestone. Written on the item is a manual entitled Choose Everything, authored by LEI Jump Bulwarks, if that's pronounced correctly. It concerns the nature of existence. The writing has some particularly crisp changes in topic, and it takes frequent interesting tangents. Overall, the prose is splendid. What's it cost? 240? Let's buy it. Let's help our dwarves learn. Make them more erudite. What the hell is a pig bone Anzac mallet? I mean, this is a pig bone Anzac mallet. The Anzac mallet is used by the musician to strike the instrument and produce sound. Oh, okay, so if we buy an Anzac, we also need to buy the mallet. Interesting. I didn't know that. Right, let's look at this lignite-bound codex. What do we got here? This is a well-crafted lignite-bound codex. It is encircled with bands of turkey bone and nickel silver. This object menaces with spikes of well-crafted elk bird antler. The written portion consists of a one-page star chart entitled The Knowledge of Bins, authored by Edala Leopardled. The work has no particular subject. Overall, the information is compiled masterfully. A masterfully compiled chart of information about bins with no particular subject. You know what? It's such an abstract tome, I think I'm going to buy it. We're going to have a granite-bound codex as well. What have we got here? What have you written for me? This is a granite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a one-page manual entitled Question Social Animals, authored by Kata Satinvales. It concerns the social behaviour of creatures. The writing artfully indulges the author's fancies, and it is forceful. Overall, the prose is masterful. Okay, go on then. I'll buy it. Why not? A brimstone-bound codex sounds intriguing. Let's have a little look. This is a brimstone-bound codex. The written portion consists of a one-page manual entitled A Record of Anatomies. Authored by Tippy Lilac Searched. Is that what it says? Tippy Lilac Searched? Yes. It concerns the comparison of the anatomy of creatures. The writing artfully indulges the author's fancies. Overall, the prose is masterful. I'm going to have that. I love a bit of comparative anatomy. I'll look at mine, you look at yours, or vice versa. A malachite-bound codex. Let's have a little look. This is a well-crafted malachite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a 120-page manual, considerably bigger than what we normally have, entitled Better Economy, authored by Ewo Raindrox. It concerns the process of economic data collection. The writing is stunningly self-indulgent, yet it is quite touching. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Well, we can have some mediocre books in the Fortress Library as well. And then we've got wild boar parchment sheets, which I don't think have anything... No, nothing written on them. Okay, so what have we marked up for purchasing? 2,870 credits worth of stuff. Do I want to buy anything else? Sand and clay are often interesting things to get hold of, but you know what? I think we'll just sell. We'll just trade up and get sorted. So, trader currently losing, now making a profit. Right, you're gonna make a profit of 658. I have had a bad time with traders trying to get more money out of me, so you better be cool with this, okay? Let's press T for trade, enter. Yay! They traded right off the bat, no problem. See, I like the cut of these guys' jibs. I really do. No, don't trade again. Let's say the trader's no longer needed, and then we can take everything out of the depot, right? Damn it. I would do a shift enter, but then I'm going to have to fudge around with the stuff below. Anything else in the depot? No. Looks like we're all good. Excellent news. Excellent news. Okay. So let's pause this quickly and take stock of where we are, because we're going to have to be stopping soon. Those of you watching on YouTube, I'm recording for 50 minutes. I doubt very much that anyone has made it to the end of this recording, but if you have, thank you. But it is now time for you to fuck off, so please do so. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!